Hello, I'm Sister Rose Picotti here in Los Angeles to talk about a few movies in theaters this week. My first film is The Devil Inside. This took the box office last week. It's a documentary style, well, it's a film about making a documentary about exorcism, and it's like the Blair Witch Project goes to Rome. I didn't like it very much. I thought The Rite that came out last year, which was a much better film about exorcism and the devil, but this is a horror film and it has to take its pot shots at the church while making a film about the church and what the church does to relieve suffering of those who are possessed or deemed to be possessed by the devil. It does show that the devil is still around and he's not going anywhere very soon, especially from Hollywood, as you can tell from the movie if you decide to go see it. Now, my next film is Joyful Noise with Queen Latifah and Dolly Parton. This is a nice film, and it's especially good when Dolly Parton and Queen Latifah go at it in a cat fight in a diner because both want to be the head of the choir, but Queen Latifah gets chosen by the pastor over Dolly Parton. It's funny. There's some different stories going on. It's actually... Queen Latifah just speaks in all these cliches through the whole film. It gets halfway through the film, it gets really annoying. And then she comes to this point where she just explodes and really tells her daughter, starts teaching her daughter about responsibility and maturity and where their dad is. And at that point, it's like she finally realizes that she can't pretend to be someone, she has to be a real person. I liked that in the film, but it's not an especially great film, but it is entertaining. So for longer reviews of these two films, please visit AmericanCatholic.org or on faithandmedia.org. I'd just like to say something about The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. The American version that came out this year, just recently, it's quite good. It's a dark film. It's about the sex trafficking and the abuse of women. It's really kind of hard to watch. It's not for everyone. Now, the Swedish version, or the trilogy based on the 3 books that came out about this one figure, Lisbeth Sandler, they're really good books. But again, they're dark and difficult to read, so they're not for everyone. I liked the Swedish versions better. Just want to get that in there. Sorry, Daniel Craig and everybody else, but I did. Now, the other film is The Adventures of Tintin, about this Nancy Drew boy character in Europe. I think going back to the 30s or 40s. Now, this character is known around the world, but not really in America. I liked it a lot. I thought it was clever. I thought it was adventurous. It was really nice to see something a little different than the normal fare that we get, and a new character that we don't really know very well. So I didn't like the main character Tintin using a gun. I thought that was a bit of a flaw, but for a kids movie. But it's something to talk about. It's always good to talk about the problems that come up in movies and what our response might be. Thank you, God bless you, and I hope you'll join me next time when we look for seeds of the gospel in today's movies.